All right. Ethereum's trending. Okay, not bad. Chainlink, SUI. I gotta get my hair cut today. That is what I'm going to do right after the live stream. Oh, I guess I have to end that, yeah. Wow. Chainlink looks like it's about to fall off the table right now. That's insane. Yeah, I think Chainlink's going back down to $7 to $9 support. And did it have a 618 retracement? Yes, sir. It did. That's brutal. What happened? What's happening with all the Coinbase coins? Like, yeah, Spell's cooked. You might have a strong retracement. You might have the opportunity to get out, but who knows? Wow. Even AMP had a strong retracement. Yeah, even AMP had a 618 retracement. And once you broke out of this downtrend, it was a good game. That's what I'm just gonna. I need to play that game next, just to get 618 retracements when a coin's bottomed. So when you broke out of this downtrend, if you had bought, you would have still had the opportunity to sell it in 8x. Excuse me. We gotta find another coin like this. Yeah, wow. I don't know if you guys can hear the cat in the background.
Imagine being able to build a
Dude, imagine if GST, I mean, did GST ever have a retracement? Yeah, it had a 382 retracement. Still bearish. But GST had a really good move. I mean, you had the opportunity to sell it at 15x. That's a lot of money. That's a lot. What can we look at? What can we look at? Make some content, because I don't think we're going to get a lot of people today. And obviously it's Christmas Eve, so people probably have like family stuff that they're doing. But I don't care. I got to keep going. So yeah, what can we look at? What videos can I make that's going to make me money? Most visited? I guess we could do most visited, but you just have like the top coins. Obviously Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Solana, Tron, Doge. All just like the basic. Wow, Litecoin's at $70. I'll make a Litecoin video because we've been talking about this for a while. Taking a look at Litecoin on the live stream. So wow, it looks like our prediction of $70 is coming to play. Keep in mind $70 does coincide with this uptrend and also the macro 236 from the high to the low. So like I said before, I think I'm going to start making videos on actually buying Litecoin once it does break below $70. If it doesn't, if it gets a bounce, then that's good. That's great for everybody that's holding Litecoin. But getting Litecoin at under $60 is crazy and would be a crazy opportunity to dollar cost average, in my opinion. But technically, as of right now, we're still over this 236 at $70, and then we're still over this uptrend. So it doesn't have to go down that low if we do get some sort of relief rally. $99 is still in play right now, and then breaking that would triple top here, like before you got smacked against the ceiling. You broke out, you got smacked against a 0.5 resistance, you broke out. The next higher high should take us to 172.15. Nothing too crazy to note on the RSI. It is obviously still bearish. You're under all the moving averages, so nothing really to see here. With that being said, none of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. Thank you so much for your support. Lou says, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays to you and the family. Yo, thank you so much. First comment. Yeah, we've been live for 8 minutes. Yeah, there's nothing going on, Lou. We're probably going to get like 10 or 20 people in here, so. It's Christmas Eve. My hopes aren't high. And yeah, Lou, Merry Christmas to you and your family as well. The Crypto Undead is in the house. What's up, TCU? Welcome to the live show. Welcome to the boring show. We're probably not going to get that many. Yeah, we have 10 people in here right now, so I hope you're doing well. If you guys haven't heard, just make sure you go check out TCU. He also does TA. When's the last time you went live? 7 days ago? Dude, you've been busy, huh? Yeah, he also does crypto TA. I like the turkey in this, man. That's a pretty good thumbnail. And yeah, definitely go check him out. Shout out to TCU. He's in the chat right now, but obviously nothing's happening. I hope you and your family, I think your kids, I don't know if you have kids, but you and your family have a great Christmas. So Merry Christmas. Have a Merry Christmas. My man. I like when you say it. All right, my man. The way you say that is so, like, it's so mesmerizing. Whenever I hear anybody say my man, I'm just like, oh, that's TCU, because that's what you always say. Yeah, thank you, man. Merry Christmas to you, too. Bingo Bango, welcome to the live stream. Merry Christmas Eve, Broseph. Yeah, Merry Christmas Eve to you and your family as well. TCU says, yeah, been busy, man. I bet. Like with work, you got the job, um, you have a family, and you still try to do live streaming. So I totally understand the hustle, man. I totally understand the hustle. Merry Christmas to you. Everyone hit the like button. Yeah. Everyone hit the join the join button. That's funny. Make sure you go on TCU's channel and join there too. No, it's bearish, man. It's bearish. Dude, the views are down. Everything just got slashed in half since October. October, November, December is just like the lowest performing months on you already know. It's just like the lowest performing months, and it's crazy because I'm live streaming every single day this month, and it's crazy, but it's the holidays and Bitcoin sucks. I think if we were going up, it would be a lot different. I think a lot of people would be more excited in just being in these chats and looking at crypto 24/7. But I think because it looks bearish and because Bitcoin looks like it's about to fall off the table, nobody's really coming back right now. So maybe we'll get some sort of relief next year, quarter one, because of the, what do you call it? Because of the tax returns, and maybe there'll be stimulus checks. Maybe. I don't think so, but if that happens, then that definitely will bring back retail, in my opinion. Go Getter says, what's your prediction for BTC in 2026? That's a good question. I think 70,000 on the conservative side, but 56,000 to 44,000 would be in play in 2026. Yeah, I think we're I think we're going a lot lower than people think we're going. But that's just my opinion. I'm not a perma bear, but believe me, I'm going to be taking advantage of when BTC hits these levels. Because we already know it's going to go up. We already know that it's going to break these levels of support, because this is the only coin that actually does that. So, like I said before, no more investing and gambling in altcoins, in my opinion. Go Getter says going down. What's going down? Going down buying opportunity? Yup. Exactly. So I have 0.002 BTC right now. The next time I'm buying 0.002 BTC is going to be at 70,000. And then I'll have 0.004. And I'm just going to keep dollar cost averaging down as we hit these lower levels. At that point, 56,000, 44,000. And as we go lower, it's going to be more and more. So it's not going to be, oh, I'm not just buying 0.002. I'll increase that. Oh, maybe at 0.0, maybe at 40,000, I'll buy 0.01, which that itself is like $400 or something, I'm just giving you rough guesstimates number, and nothing's for sure. I actually make videos when I buy BTC, so you'll actually be able to look at those videos on the channel, and then you'll see what I'm actually buying when I'm buying. Bingo says, and I think we're going way higher than everyone thinks. Hey man, I hope so, because what that's gonna do is it's gonna bring all the viewers back, and it's gonna increase my ad revenue. People are gonna be more inclined to super chat. That's exactly what happened going up. This entire time, the channel was growing. I was getting super chats. I was getting a bunch of ad revenue. I was getting close to 100,000 views every single month, which the last 28 days on the channel analytics. Dude, that has been down, and I've constantly been posting update videos and stuff. That has been down from 100,000 in the bull market to now 24,000. So the channel revenue got slashed in like in more than half. It's 75%. My channel views are 75% from down from their all-time highs. So if we go way higher than everyone thinks, man, I'm with you, because it's gonna go back up, and my ad revenue is gonna increase, and the channel revenue is gonna increase again. So I'm all for that. But right now, if we're bearish when we're down, sorry, but we're just waiting to get that breakdown. Sorry, we're just waiting to get that breakup. So bingo bango, I hope it goes up. Trust me, I hope it goes up. Trust me when I say that I really want it to go up. Go-Getter says, I think it is going higher also with all the money printing and tax season. Yeah, but you might also just have a retracement. So I don't mean to be bearish, but just keep in mind that we could still have a retracement to 95 and 106, make a lower high, and then end up capitulating. So also keep that in mind. Let me text my friend back. Let's see. Bear market 2026, possibly. Bingo Bingo says, I also anticipate the potential for further downside before we clean shot upward. Before we slingshot upward. Yeah, but how much further down do you think? We need to absolutely stay over 83.6. If we don't stay over 83.6, then we will get a capitulation down to 70. So what? And that's what? You don't think that's going to be a bear market? If we break, the second we break 83.6, it's going to print red on the Gaussian channel on the weekly. And every single time that has happened, we've been in a bear market. So your best bet, Bingo Bango, is BTC staying over 83,600. If you could manage that, then I'm with you. I'm right there with you. But the second it breaks that and you start making lower lows, it's going to print red, and in my opinion, it's going to be a bear market. Matthew Dropco, where have you been? Long time no see. I hope you're doing well. Matthew Dropco says, I want alt season. I don't care about BTC right now. Yeah, that was my whole thought this entire bull run. Or sorry, that was my entire thought this year, 2025. Because my whole plan was make money on my altcoins, and then that way I can buy more BTC during the bear market, but that didn't happen. So I'm right there with you too, but I'm over it. But I'm stucking caring about BTC because nothing else moves unless BTC moves. Occasionally some strays, yeah, some pump and dumps, but not usually anything else. You are correct. Hey. Okay. You are correct. Now, if we get Bitcoin consolidation sideways with dominance dropping, with Bitcoin price not moving, then we do have a chance for Ethereum dominance to catch up, and then eventually altcoins moving into and eventually money trickling down into altcoins and smaller caps. But the second that we see Bitcoin dominance going down with Bitcoin price going down, then I'd say we're cooked, because we're going to go down, 10%, and everything's basically going to capitulate 20 to 30% from there. So Matthew Dropco says, I've been working 6 hours today, maybe 8, not sure. They're letting us out early. Got it. Damn, you're working on Christmas Eve. Okay. Go Getter says that's what they want you to say. I'm over it, and then we go off. I believe you. Hey, I'm with you guys, man. Like I said before, that like if the price goes up and if people make money, that benefits me and my channel. So I want it to go up. Trust me, I want it to go up. But how did I position myself financially? Well, I downsized my position in alts, and now I'm mostly in cash waiting to get these big capitulations. And if I don't get it, then I was wrong, right? And I'm allowed to be wrong because it's my money. Just like how you guys are allowed to be right and make money, right? Dream Hunter says, I think so many people / retail was prepared for alt season, including me, this year, that institutions couldn't allow it to happen. Too many people winning. Can't let that happen. Maybe. So maybe they're just shaking us out, but technically, as long as we stay over 83.6 and we could consolidate over this area, then yeah, I mean, you could still come back up here, make a higher high, and that's going to catch everybody off guard. But the second we break 83.6 and the second that we print red on the Gaussian channel on the weekly time frame, I think we're done. Yeah, this you can see the second we break this key area of support, we're going to go under it, and every single time we break down, we print red, and the bear market starts. Yeah, I mean, I think you might be right, Dream. They don't want us to win. Like, oh, what? Let's just burn these coins and just take everybody's money and just create new coins and then farm people. Matthew Jopko says, I have tomorrow and Friday off and Monday too. Oh, so you have Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. You have a 5-day vacation. Let's go. What's up, Smash Toshi? Welcome to the live stream. Matthew Jopko says, oh, by the way, my crypto, at least still this year, you can sell and rebuy back. Not to have to wait 30 days. Crypto is not a security, so that rule doesn't apply. Got it. I've already recorded my loss this year, so I don't have any more to record. So it is what it is. Ibrahim, welcome to the live stream. Says AMP, you got it. I can take a look at AMP for you. I watched Crypto Casey's video. I don't know who that is. She says you can do it 10 minutes after you buy back and get the tax without the tax year 2025, or wait a few days or whatever. Smash Joshi says, also beware, wash rule gets instituted with Clarity Act. And when that goes into effect 2026 though. So he's saying you still have a chance of doing it this year. The difference is I never bought back in. I just recorded my losses and was like, all right, thank you. John Asensio, bro, where have you? I haven't seen you in a year. Where have you been, man? Happy holidays, bro. I hope all is well. What do you think about Russell on base? Elon seems to be backing it. PS Dogelon to the moon. Yeah, I hope so, man. I don't even want to look at my Dogelon. Russell on base. We could take a look at that. Nights of Insomnia, welcome to the live stream. Monday off to Lucky Dog. Our offices are closed 3 p.m. today, tomorrow, and Friday at least. If we lose 83,000, how deep can we go? The next landing pad, in my opinion, is 70,000 for BTC. Now, let's take a look at AMP for Ibrahim. We'll just do it on here. We have a chart, actually, so you know what? We'll just do it on here. No, you know what? We'll do it on here. Yeah, so taking a look at AMP for Ibrahim. So just keep in mind that we already had a 236 382 retracement. So very bearish, right? You already came up, or sorry, you already had a 618 retracement for, I was thinking about Spell. So for AMP, you already had a 618 retracement, you made a lower high, and you never broke out from this area. So I do think that AMP is bearish, still under 203, and based on the trajectory right now, it does seem that we are going to break this low because there's no more support, right? I mean, the best case scenario is you come back down to this level, fill this wick, double bottom here, and then we start getting a reversal. But typically you come down to these levels again and you do get a breakdown for lower lows. So in my opinion, you absolutely need to stay over 2013. Otherwise, you will break this low and go much lower. Now on the upside, you still have resistance at 203 to 2064. You could theoretically, so as a holder, just keep in mind you need to break this level. So you could theoretically come back up, still get this monster move, and keep this downtrend forming. So and make a lower high. So again, you really need to break this level of resistance. Once that breaks, you start looking at targets on the upside. But if it doesn't, then you're probably looking at coming up, validating this downtrend forming in this bigger channel, and then coming down and making that lower low. So just FYI, none of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion, and thank you. Oh, let's see. Russell on base. I mean, it's not doing anything, so it just came out and it's consolidating sideways. I'd say for Russell on base, once you, yeah, I mean, you had 278.6 retracements, you're making higher highs. That's pretty good, but on the top side, very small market cap, so you have a lot of potential. 8 million. The next target on the upside for Russell is 21 cents. So that's another 25x from the current price. That is going to put the market cap still relatively low, around 200 million. Now on the downside for Russell, in order to have a in order for this for there to be a continuation, I can barely speak. You need to stay over support at 207 to 1 cent. Obviously, we already came down and we retested this area as support. So if this area does not hold, you are looking at a bigger move down, okay? So just keep in mind, if you're dollar cost averaging or whatever, the next landing pad is 2025 to 4, which still does validate this uptrend that you're forming. So this is the next major area of support, 27 to 4, and that's if this area doesn't break. And if this area doesn't break, obviously you're going to get consolidation and then a breakout, and then once you break this previous peak, 22 cents is in play. And that's pretty much it. It's such a bad feeling when Trump released a Trump coin. Yeah, major top signal. I had to use my PTO for the 2 years. I didn't take any real vacations, so the past 2 months I've had Mondays off. That's nice. You use it or you lose it. Yeah, you might as well use it. Definitely use it. John Asensio, welcome back to the Crypto Cats, man. Let's go. Thank you so much for the membership. I really appreciate that. Welcome back, dude. Thank you so much for the support, man. TCU says, what's your thoughts on BCH? BCH is bullish. Did I tell you I used to have like 100 of these coins? I used to have 100 of these coins back here in 2018, right? Yeah, it was like $100. And then I sold it, and then it decided to go up. How crazy is that? Yeah, so for BCH, I think that as long as we stay over $320 to $437, then you're looking at $891 and $1,600 in play. This is very, very, very bullish right now. So very, very, very bullish. Once we break this area, I think you're cooked though. So if it breaks below 320, we're probably going to come back down like we've done every single time. So just FYI. Silver days. Silver for days. John Desencio says, I love your content, man. You are one of the best to ever do it. Yo, what? Bro, thank you so much for the compliment and the membership and being here and supporting the channel, man. So thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. Best Christmas Eve present ever. Let's go. Link or INJ, they both suck, but if I had to choose, I would choose Link, only because Link is just like fundamentally a better coin. But even Link does look like it's about to break down, so yeah, I mean, there's no reason why Link doesn't come back down to $7 to $9.70. So that's where I think it's headed. And INJ, I think it's just cooked, right? Yeah, I mean, you're just stuck in a nasty downtrend right now. And yeah, same with INJ. I think 252 to 484 are in play. Damn, getting so many texts. I have to put it on mute. Polygon target, sir. Polygon sucks, man. Be careful with Polygon. TCU says, thanks, Silver. Polygon target, I'll take a look at it. Stop spamming the chat, please. I'll take a look at it. I gotta read all the, I read all the chat, so you gotta like, it's not all about you, man. I'll take a look at every single person's coin, but I do have to shout out the members and then the super chats. So just, I see you want Polygon, so just don't worry, I will get to it. I'll be back streaming on Monday. I will be there. Oh wait, you know what? I'm gonna be on vacation actually, but I'm gonna still try to catch a live stream. So I'll come by and I'll drop a like on the live stream. So I like how you schedule it too, because I go in and I like it and then I just comment something for support. So yeah, Polygon sucks. Just be careful with this coin. Obviously, any coin that's going to zero like this and isn't stuck in some sort of major downtrend doesn't look good. So Polygon, I think they're also releasing coins and they kind of rebrand. Yeah, so like you can see that the price is going down, but the market cap is actually going up. So when they released this coin, it was a 45 million market cap and the price was 62 cents. You can see the price is 10 cents and now 1.1 billion. So the market cap did a 20x and then the price did a negative 6x. So I'm not a big fan of these types of coins. So just be careful. Now, it doesn't mean that it can't go up, but I don't know where the floor is. We don't know how low this thing can actually go, okay? If we're putting in a base now and if we've bottomed, the first target is 18 cents, then 26 cents. Keep in mind, you're still bearish under those levels. You already also had these kind of retracements. So every single time you had a nasty dip, you had a 618 retracement here, and then you consolidated between the 236382, got rejected, made a lower low. So the same thing is true now, where you have resistance at 18 to 26. You don't even have to come to that level, because typically after that, you might make a lower high, and on the shorter time frame, you're looking at 13 to 15 cents, right? So this is theoretically where traders are going to be taking profits on the shorter time frame. Once that breaks, then you can come back in here and ask for Matic again, and we could take a look at it. But I don't know where this coin is headed, right? This doesn't look good. They're releasing coins. It's being diluted. So there's a lot of bad stuff going for it, in my opinion. But again, that doesn't mean you can't make money. That doesn't mean you can't catch these bounces. Just this bounce, the 618 retracement was 170%. And then trading between the 236382, you have the opportunity to sell at 100% given that you bought the low. So definitely opportunity to buy money. But that's pretty much it. Not financial advice, just my opinion. Bingo says fa la 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 la. Nice. Silver Days, Zebik, please. You got it. Is Zebik breaking out? That is the question. No. So you got stuck at resistance, our resistance at 28 to 33. If we don't break this area, I do think that on the macro time frame, we are going to go back down and retest 2011 to 17. Okay. So full disclosure, it's no longer over the 382. That's bearish in my opinion as far as support. And typically when that does happen, we do come back down and retest before we get the next move up. And that's if we do. If it's a retracement, we'll take a look at it at that point and once we've bottomed out. So not financial advice, just my opinion. The best case scenario for you, Silver Days, is for price action to get over and stay over 28 to 33. If it can manage to do that, then you have a chance at a reversal once the market does turn bullish again, and then it won't matter. And then we'll look back and be like, oh, we broke below the 382 briefly, and then we broke back above it, and now we're over those levels again. So that would be, and then I could delete this again. So that would be the best case scenario. Yo, Christmas Eve. We have like 25 people in here. Wow, it's Christmas Eve and we have 25 people in here. That's insane. 25 people in here, man. That's pretty good. Did you see my comment on your post this morning about the S&P 500? I mean, why can't it have the same movement today? Yeah. Yeah, man. It's just making all-time highs, and unfortunately Bitcoin's going down. Maybe we'll get our move at the end of the year. I don't know. Your guess is better than mine. Bingo Bingo says fa la 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 la. Nice, Bingo Bingo. Nights of Insomnia says CTSI looks just as bad, still going to 0. I need a name 6. I need a name 6 for hoping we get one more pump and I'll get out. Yeah, dude, this thing looks cooked, man. Yeah, I mean, you get a reversal, you go back up to 5 cents to 8 cents. At least whatever money you have right now, you have 70 to 179% more. Keep in mind, you've had the opportunities before. 125% here, 183% here, and then we're just waiting for this breakout right now. So but yeah, this thing looks really bad. Bingo Bingo, what are you doing here? Thanks, Meow. You're welcome, Silver Days. You are welcome. It's not bad. 26 bogeys in the chat. I hope everybody has a great Christmas Eve. I hope everyone has a good Christmas tomorrow. We will be live again tomorrow. I have to go live early because I do have plans in the afternoon. So we'll probably go live around the same time. Same time today. So just FYI. Before I do all the family stuff and all the Christmas stuff. So why didn't you do? I'm not using that bottom wick. I'm not using that wick, man. I don't use anomalies like that. That was like an anomaly, and I'd rather play it a little bit more conservative. Bingo Bingo for 5 beans. Let's go. Second super chat. Well, I guess technically the first one was a membership, but first super chat of the day. Hey, thank you so much, man. Meowy Christmas, my dude. Yo, thank you. Meowy Christmas to you too. That's a good one. Meowy Christmas. I can't believe I didn't think of this. I'm Crypto Meow Analysis, for God's sake. I can't believe I didn't think about that. Yeah, Meowy Christmas, everyone. Oh my gosh. Can't believe I didn't think of that. And yeah, thank you so much for the 5 beans, man. That's awesome. That is awesome. Yeah, you want me to draw a wick here? No way. Just looks ugly. And plus, that's the next landing pad anyway. So price action might actually go down. Most likely will go down to fill that wick anyway. So we could look at it at that point. But if we have a reversal, I'd rather have the targets from where it actually bottomed rather than wicked for, you know, like 5 seconds. So just FYI. Yeah, what you want me to? What was the other one? I guess Caspa also wicked, right? Yeah. So you want me to use? Do you want me to use like this wick too? It just wouldn't work, right? So for Caspa, we already said we had resistance here at 5 cents to 6 cents 90, and we already came up and retested this area of resistance, which that's what I'm saying conservatively, right? So that gives people a target. It's like, hey, if you're trading it, then yeah, you had an opportunity to sell for 72%. But if you're holding it, just FYI, we might get stuck. What happened? We got stuck and we came all the way back down. And then we'll just look at the next macro areas of support for Caspa, which I think that once we do start breaking that, then a 1 cent, and then filling this wick becomes a very big possibility. So you might actually come down and fill this wick because that does coincide with the macro 382, right? But none of that has to happen if we start breaking out, because once we start breaking out, then this thing's going to just turn macro bullish, right? You're looking at previous high, and then 61 cents on the bigger time frame is still in play right now. So as of right now, all the targets on the upside are still in play. Meowy Christmas. Oh, you didn't say Meowy Christmas. You said Merry Christmas, man. You have to say Meowy Christmas. Do you know where you're at? You're in Crypto Meow Analysis's chat, man. No, I'm just joking. Can you look at H-bar? Yes, I can. Yo, TCU, welcome to the Crypto Cats, man. Whoa. Thank you so much for the membership. Let's go. Yo. Welcome to the Undead Army. Now has like a, if we combine our army, we'll have a bunch of undead people. We'll have a bunch of undead cats running around, man. And then we could take over the world. Yo, let's go. Thank you so much for the membership, man. I really appreciate that. That's awesome. And please, guys, definitely go check out TCU. He's another fellow YouTuber that does TA and that goes live. So please definitely go check him out. And I guess he'll be live on Monday. And yeah, he does the same thing. If you're nice to him, he will look at your coin. So yeah, so like you said, makes sense. Yeah, so I don't want to use that right now, but right now for Caspa, all the targets on the upside are still valid. So once you break 5 cents, 7 cents, you're looking at 10 cents, which is the next major area of resistance. Obviously, people are going to sell and people are going to take profit. And that does also still coincide with this downtrend, right? So once you start breaking out of there, then we could say, okay, well, 20 cents and then 61 cents is in play. But that's pretty much it. Right. I just wanted your opinion. Yo, Bartizan sent 5 memberships, man. That's insane. Yo, thank you so. That's a lot of money, bro. That's $25, man. Wow. Yo, that's crazy. Thank you so much for the 5 memberships, man. That's $25. So thank you so much for the $25. That's but the rule is that everybody that got the membership, you guys have to stay subscribed. You guys have to stay members. Yo, Bartizan, that's crazy. Thank you so much for the 5 memberships, man. That's a lot of money. So thank you so much. $25, man. That's awesome. Merry Christmas to you too, man. That's awesome. Thank you. All right, guys, Caspa's going to like $5. No, I'm just joking. I'm just joking, but hey, it might, but I'm just joking. That's awesome, dude. That is awesome, man. Thank you so much for the memberships. So we got Bingo Bango got a membership. Let's go. We got Jason Sinkar with the Toshi updates. A member now. Yeah, Toshi is it's breaking down unfortunately, but you still have support at 3024 for Toshi, so we might get a recovery rally, but again, at that point it's going to be a retracement if we don't see a follow through. Keith Wallace with the membership. Let's go, Keith. Nathan Lee 5920 with the membership. Let's go. That means you guys have to stay members though. That's part of the deal. Hoover received a membership for a month. Let's go, Hoover. You gotta thank Bartizan for the membership, man. Merry Christmas. Yeah, Merry Christmas to you too, man. You still need to do a deeper dive into Caspa on your own time. I will. I've already looked into it a little bit on the live streams too, so I've definitely already done my research on it. But I will definitely. It would be sick if Robinhood ends up listing it, because then it's like super accessible. But I have my small group of coins that I keep an eye out for, so I'll definitely take a look at it, man. Knights of Insomnia with the goats. Let's go. Yeah, guys, I got 7 new members today. I got 7 new members today. That's a lot. That's like $35 just off of membership. And then that's what's 70% of $35. Like $20. So yeah, that's like a $20 super chat, man. Yo, that's awesome. Thank you so much for that. That's awesome. Well, now that you're a member, you'll have to keep up with Caspa. You are absolutely correct. So I have my watch list of coins that are member coins. So now that this gentleman just did that, you will be getting weekly update videos on Caspa. It will go on the watch list. So I have to do that. So now it is on my watch list. Where's it at? Oh, it's right here. So it's on the watch list, and we will be doing our videos on it. We will be doing our weekly videos on it. So now it's on the watch list, Bartizan and Bingo Bango. Yeah, I know. I appreciate you for that. Nathan Lee says, thanks, Bartizan. Yeah, Nathan Lee says thanks, Bartizan. Bartizan, the last boss. Hey, we got a good turnaround today. It's 25. We peaked at 25 people on Christmas Eve. So, thank you so much for that. But you're still just barely scratching the surface of what's going on behind Caspa scenes. Yeah, I also have to actually look at it. So I actually have to like look on the website and actually look at the white paper and stuff, which I haven't done yet. So I'll definitely take a look at it. Obviously off live stream, because I'll definitely take a look at it. Mike Max, bro, welcome to the 48-minute mark of the live stream. You just missed it. I just got 7 new members, which is insane. Thank you, Bartizan. He gifted 5 memberships, and then I got 2 other members on here, so it's a pretty good Christmas Eve. Welcome to the live stream. We'll be live for another 11 minutes-ish before I have to go. I have to get a haircut. Oh, so I guess you guys will see my haircut on tomorrow's live stream. But, yeah, I have to get my haircut, and then, yeah. When you do, you'll be accumulating both Caspa and BTC. Maybe. I mean, like, you gotta understand. You're like, I've put in so much money at once in crypto. I don't know if you guys are all probably the same too. Like, oh, like, you know, you put all your money in at once. I shifted since July of this year, where I bought 0.001 BTC and then bought another 0.001 BTC. So I'm really taking, like, I'm looking at the good coins, like, for example, Bitcoin, and I'm dollar cost averaging down, not putting most of my capital in at once. So I'm only dollar cost averaging down into coins that I know are going to go up in the long term. Because I did that with altcoins this time for the last 5 years, and I never made I only made money on retracements. It never they never ended up going back up to their all-time highs, which is scary. So maybe, maybe I'll take a look at it, and maybe I'll wait to get in at lower, like, I want it for as cheap as possible. So, even if I start a position now on it, it'll be like $100, and then I'm gonna be like, hey, I'll look at areas of support. I'll be like, hey, the next time I'm buying is at 209. The next time I'm buying is at like 201 or whatever it's gonna be, however low it's gonna go, because I know this is a good coin and I know it's gonna go up, right? Because no matter how low BTC goes, we already know it's gonna, when the next halving happens, we already know it's gonna go up. So, and that's historically speaking. So we can confidently say that. What time is the live stream tomorrow? Yeah, it's probably going to be like around the same time, like 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 10 a.m. Pacific, because I have stuff to attend to afternoon, like at noon. So it's definitely going to be before noon. It's going to be like around 9 or 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And that's the right way to do it. Yeah, instead of just putting $20,000 into OXT at 32 cents. Freaking brutal. And then selling at like a couple $1,000 loss. Luckily, I don't know, man. It's just getting chopped up is the absolute worst, man. Okay, I will try my best to tune in. Everyone here, try to tune in as well, please. That's very nice, John Asensio. Bartizan says it has a reduction of 5% every month. There is no halving on Caspa. It's just, so it's deflationary. I like those tokenomics. I like the tokenomics already if it's deflationary. Like, you know what's super scary? Is like Ethereum, right? It didn't even make an all-time high. It barely made an all-time high. Like, this is, like, Ethereum from 2015 to 2021 was a healthy chart. This thing looked like a very healthy chart. And then it's just going sideways. And you know what happens when we go sideways? We break down. Like, that's why I think Ethereum's probably going back down to $1,000. If it's not going up 99% of the time, and 99% of, like, yeah, 99% of the time it's going down. It's not even going sideways. It's just going to go straight down. TCU says, don't forget tomorrow NFL games all day, so viewing may be lower. I didn't know that. I did not know that. I don't watch the NFL though. Yeah, we don't watch sports really. But that's good to know. I didn't even know. Is it the Super Bowl yet? No, I would know if it's a Super Bowl. Is it playoffs? Like AFC West, AFC East. How are the Chargers doing? Do they still suck? Is it playoffs? NFL schedule, I guess. Oh, the Texans are going. Oh, December 27th. So yeah, that's tomorrow. Is Cowboys and Commanders. Who are the Commanders? Wait, who the hell are the Commanders? I've never heard of the Commanders. Broncos at Chiefs. Oh, Chiefs are definitely going to win that. Lions at Vikings. I'm going to have to go with the Lions on that. All right, guys. My pick is Chiefs, Cowboys, because who the hell are the Commanders? But Cowboys suck, actually. I don't know, man. You know what? I'm going to go with Commanders. I don't even know who they are. And then we'll go with the Lions. I'll be here supporting you. Yo, thank you. And thank you so much for the membership, man. That's awesome. That's really awesome, man. I'll be here supporting. Oh, I read that. If Ethereum ain't making all-time highs, I don't think we've hit peak bull run. You are absolutely correct. But what's the other side of that? The other side of that is we've actually come back down and break below 2022 lows at $1,000. Do you know how bearish that would be? So you're right, and I'm with you. And I thought that this entire time, this entire year, I was thinking that, oh, Ethereum has to hit $8,000. Ethereum has to hit $12,000, and it never did. So what's the other side of that? Oh, Ethereum's just dead, man. It's going back down sub 1,000. And you know what that's going to do with all the Ethereum based coins? We're going to go to zero. So I'm out. I'm not taking that risk, man. I abandoned Ethereum as soon as it moved to proof of stake. Yeah. I'm not a big fan of Ethereum anyway. Chiefs, Redskins. Wait, Redskins. Oh, so the Commanders are the Redskins. They changed their name to the Commanders. Okay. Chiefs. So your Chiefs, Redskins, Commanders. Yeah, I don't know. Are they good? All I know is that. When did I watch? Yeah, I watched the Cowboys when Tony Romo was the quarterback, and then it was Dak Prescott. Who's the quarterback now? Yeah, when did Dak Prescott leave the Cowboys? I guess. Oh my God. Dak Prescott has. Wait, so he's still the quarterback? Okay, I guess never mind. Yeah, man, I haven't followed football since like the college days. Me and my friend, we used to always go smoke hookah, and we would watch the Cowboys game, and then he would always yell at the screen because they would always lose. You're saying the Broncos over the Chiefs? Okay. The Lions we agree on, and then the Cowboys over the Commanders? Okay. You might be right. I haven't really followed them, so you might be right. I'm thinking of like the teams like years ago, so you might be right. I don't even know who the quarterback for the Commanders is. Yeah, so we've been live for about an hour now, so I think we're going to call it here. Just remember, none of this is financial advice. Dallas is eliminated from playoffs, I believe. Oh, so what's new? So nothing's new, got it. Yeah, so we've been live for about an hour now. Just remember, none of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion, and this is all just for entertainment purposes, nothing more. I hope you guys have a very, very, very merry Christmas Eve and a great Christmas tomorrow. We will be live again tomorrow around 9 to 10 a.m., so same time, Pacific Standard Time. If you guys want to make it, that'll be great. If not, no worries. Have a great Christmas. I know obviously y'all probably have family to spend it with, and you know, y'all are probably busy, which I totally understand. I have that too in the afternoon. So yeah, thank you so much for the memberships. I really, really, really appreciate the five gifted memberships. Thank you so much for everyone that became a member. TCU, I really appreciate it. John Asensio, that's awesome. Thank you so much for the super chats, memberships, subscribers. I really appreciate all of your support. It was a good year. We didn't get alt season, unfortunately. Maybe next year, right? We'll see. Maybe my Dogelon will make me rich, but we'll just have to wait and see. Have a great day. Have a great night, and I will see everybody in tomorrow's live stream.